brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. The stun gun, 5 years the elder of Saffiedine, 4 inches taller. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Let's get it back to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Brussels, Belgium, presenting the former Strikeforce welterweight champion, Tarec Sponge Saffiedine. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 21 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea, presenting the number 9 ranked welterweight contender in the world, the stun gun, Dong-Young Kim. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, John McCarthy.
Big John McCarthy, our referee. Vanessa, Chrissy, Ariane, Brittany, all here for the return of Ronda Rousey, UFC 207.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go. Black trunks for Tarec Saffiedine, white trunks for the southpaw, Dong-Young Kim. And they exchange right away.
Saffiedine is very rarely out of position. He seems very disciplined with his movement and striking. Whereas Dong-Young Kim will jump on you. Saffiedine trying to hit a sweep there, but I don't know if he wants to get into a grappling exchange with the very talented judoka, Dong-Young Kim. Beautiful trip. Look at that.
Quick transition to the back as well. Dong-Young Kim uses a lot of catch wrestling techniques, but right now Saffiedine trying to drag him down to the mat.
Oh, look at that, beautiful recovery.
Absolutely. There's the judo you were speaking of.
Nice knee there by Saffiedine. Saffiedine very aggressive in this fight, Mike.
Saffiedine fought Rory McDonald back in 2014, was out for a while with injury, and then went to where he trained, TriStar MMA. Joe was mentioning Firas Zahabi earlier.
Well, he spent a lot of time with Dan Henderson.
Yeah, about 8 years.
Learning the takedowns and takedown defense that was critical to his success. You know, started off as an amateur kickboxer, and as he got into MMA, it was critical to learn those takedown skills and defensive skills in order to utilize those kickboxing techniques that he's used so well, particularly, as we said, during the Strikeforce welterweight championship fight.
Oh, he ate that jab. Saffiedine will switch his stance back and forth.
Yeah, he will. And again, he's very technical, very rarely out of position. In that fight that we were talking about, the Nate Marquardt fight, good right hand over the top. Probably the best fight of his career so far against Marquardt when Marquardt was in his prime.
He just hammered away with those kicks.
He did.
Kim trying to close the distance.
But what a contrast in styles. Kim's so aggressive, hands down, moving forward constantly, wild punches. Saffiedine just trying to find those angles and catch him while he's coming in. Really interesting that he's so confident grappling with Kim.
Anytime they get connected, watch for potential ride, courtesy of the judoka. UFC fans, let your voice be heard. Tell us who you think is winning each fight. Follow us at UFC on Twitter. You score the fight, you see all the results live, see how your vote stacks up.
Good right hand landed there by Saffiedine. again, this is really kind of what we expected coming in here. A very disciplined Saffiedine and a very wild Dong Young Kim. And that's why we thought this would be a great fight. Kim is just so relentless.
Yeah. And finally healthy. He was supposed to fight Neil Magny in August, Gunnar Nelson in November. He's here tonight. Final fight of 2016.
Working for the single here.
Saffiedine looks up at the clock. Clinch game. Good knees. Saffiedine covered up and came in.
Yeah, we've seen I was just going to say, we've seen very few kicks from Saffiedine. There goes one. But that's most likely because of the strategy coming in against this great judoka.
Southpaw. Pressure again by Kim. Neither fighter is taking control of this round number one. They break. Just out of harm's way.
Yeah, just sliding right away. Nice knee there by Saffiedine.
Looking to utilize some Muay Thai.
Again with a trip. Beautiful trip.
Final seconds of the round. Kim and Saffiedine. Tonight's Corner Cam is brought to you by WGN America's original hit series, Outsiders. Season 2 premieres Tuesday, January 24th, only on WGN America.
아니 지금 봐봐. 얘 클린치했을 때 발목 받치기 준비했고 얘 지금 쓸빵이.
Look at this beautiful trip by Tarec Saffiedine. Very nicely done. And here, a big throw by Dong Young Kim, but Saffiedine bounced right back up to his feet. There's a nice jab by Kim. And a right hook by Saffiedine. Another beautiful trip.
The Octagon hits Brooklyn for the first pay-per-view of the year on Saturday, February 11th. UFC 208's main event will crown the inaugural female featherweight champion as former 135-pound champ Holly Holm faces Dutch striking specialist Germaine de Randamie. Brooklyn, New York, Barclays Center, 208 on pay-per-view. Round 2.
Let's see what adjustments Kim makes. I mean, this is his style. Constant pressure, constantly moving forward. And Saffiedine catching with the left hand over the top.
Kim coming out, really trying to set a frenetic pace. Stun Gun's been looking for the lead uppercut. Keep an eye out for it.
Good knee to the body there by Saffiedine. But again, very few leg kicks by Saffiedine. Maybe none. I don't recall one in the first round. There's one. It was almost like he was listening.
Kim rolled away from that one very nicely.
Takedown attempt by Saffiedine. Kim's got a hold of him, though. Saffiedine retreats back up to his feet.
The battle in this first minute of round number 2.
Impressive grappling by Saffiedine, considering who he's fighting. This is what Kim wants. If he could tie him up, utilize some of that judo.
Once again, they break. Saffiedine in the southpaw stance. Body kick.
Constant pressure by Kim.
Big time.
I mean, he's just walking him down. Look at this. Just never letting him take a break. There's that spinning elbow attempt that we were talking about. He steps in with an elbow.
Good work in the clinch. Well, now by Dong Hyun Kim, but
Yeah.
Saffiedine's been really good in the clinch, Joe.
He has. And there was a good knee and a good punch to the body by Kim.
Hands down, chin up. Dong Hyun Kim.
Yeah, just constant.
Yeah. Not what they teach you in the textbook.
No, it's just relentless pressure.
Good knee.
The thing about that pressure, though, is just so relentless. It wears on you. You just get so tired. This guy just constantly moving forward, and it's much more difficult to move backward than it is forward. It's a much more natural movement to move forward.
He has certainly been the fighter who has advanced the most, hunting his opponent down. Take a look at the numbers. Nearly 60% for Dong Hyun Kim.
I'd like to see the significant strike numbers.
Again, they clinch. And again, Saffiedine looks to land a knee. Nicely done over the top of the elbow. Here's what you're looking for, Joe.
Yeah, so we see a good advantage by Saffiedine in significant strikes. Even though Kim is moving forward, Saffiedine's the one who's been landing more. There's a good right hand by Kim. There's a good leg kick by Saffiedine. He hit it behind the punch. Nice knee there as well.
Saffiedine takes a look up at the big screen, checks out the time remaining in round number 2.
He's just dealing with the smothering pressure of Kim. Almost gets him down, right back up.
Been a black belt in karate for well over a decade. Let's see if Kim can score from this position. Nicely done by Tarec Saffiedine. Watch for the knees. First Kim. Dong Hyun Kim, Joe, trying to keep that wide base. Final 20 seconds of the round.
Although Saffiedine has landed good shots, Mike, he hasn't landed anything that scared Kim or really got his respect. He's landing good shots, but nothing that really hurts him. He's being what we described before, a very technical, cautious fighter.
Tarec, ici. Assis-toi.
Here's Kim with a left hand over the top. And Saffiedine with a jab. There's a right hand by Saffiedine. It's going to be a weird fight to score, particularly because the judges are watching Kim constantly move forward. Even though he's getting hit more, he's absolutely pressing the action.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyrighted work is illegal and punishable under law. Getting set for the third and final round. Dong Hyun Kim. Tarec Saffiedine.
Step back, Tarec. Step back. You ready? Get up.
5 minutes remain. Right away, Kim scores.
Both guys trading in the center of the octagon. Big uppercut by Kim. Head kick by Saffiedine. Boy, Kim is swinging for the bleachers.
Watch for the uppercut.
Kids at home, don't fight like this.
Right?
This is not. Don't emulate this style. And for Saffiedine, this is a real test. To fight a wild guy like this. It really shows you where your defense is at, your movement, your ability to endure.
Counter strike. So they came out with a flurry. And now we're looking at a clinch game and a potential takedown.
Yeah, I can't think of another fighter in this division that fights like Kim. Saffiedine working really hard to try to pry those hands off of his leg. He tries to hit the switch and he gets free.
Just over a minute into this round, they're back in the center. As Joe mentioned, very tough fight to score.
Well, I would give it to Saffiedine because I think he's landing more shots, but the judges are looking at a constantly advancing Kim. Just smothering.
Let's take a look at the numbers again. Saffiedine better than a 2-to-1 ratio.
And even when Kim gets him down, Saffiedine springs right back up.
Yeah. Saffiedine trained 8 years at Team Quest with Dan Henderson. Talked about when he left to go to TriStar, he said it was all good, just needed a change. It was just time for a change. There's no animosity or anything. Midway point of the third and final round.
Good elbow by Saffiedine on the break.
Over the years, Kim has had a tendency to start fast and fade. Came out swinging here in the third round, but not successful until right now, getting his opponent down. But
again,
right back up.
Saffiedine is a spring.
Yeah. See if they swing for the fences again.
Nice. Good kick to the body. And again.
And again.
And the knee.
Yep. Muay Thai 101 here. Both fighters exhausted. A lot of grappling. A lot of battling for position in this fight. Off the forearm of Kim, it doesn't mean it's not effective.
Another knee. It separates. Good footwork there by Saffiedine.
He's been really good in the clinch.
Yeah, and really impressive considering who he's fighting.
Right.
Kim is so good with his takedowns. Look at this. Saffiedine working very hard for a takedown. But Kim turns it around on him, but Saffiedine holding on to that right leg and gets right back up to his feet.
40 seconds, clinch again.
What a grueling fight.
Big time.
And you can see it in Saffiedine's face and Kim's face when they break. These guys are just draining the gas tank here. And this is the type of fight you're really going to learn a lot about yourself in. Particularly Saffiedine with this switch to TriStar. Kim hit it. Look at this. Kim's got his back.
10 seconds away from being in the hands of the judges.
Saffiedine right back up to his feet. Massive scramble. Kim on top at the end of the round.
They go the distance. Dong-Hyun Kim and Tarec Saffiedine. Fight replay brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
And there's the takedown by Dong-Hyun Kim, and Saffiedine scrambles right back up to his feet. A lot of striking exchanges here. There's a good right hand by Kim. Good uppercut there by Kim. There's a good kick to the body by Tarec Saffiedine.
All right, let's check out how the fans around the world voted at their home or wherever they're watching this pay-per-view. You can vote at UFC on Twitter. Very close amongst the millions watching. Slight edge for Tarec Saffiedine. Kim hoping that he has made it 3 straight. Saffiedine wanting to get back to his winning ways.
Tarec, go.
Time for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS. Get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30 period. Wireless figured out. Once again, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Len Trober scores the contest 30-27, Saffiedine. Jeff Moen has it 29-28, Kim. And Derek clearly scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision, the Stun Gun,
Close fight, split decision victory for the Stun Gun, Dong-Hyun Kim.
What was interesting is what we were saying, Mike. It's so hard to judge because Kim is constantly moving forward.
Look at this, Joe. Most wins in welterweight history. Tarec Saffiedine's training partner, the former champion George St. Pierre. The Hall of Famer Matt Hughes with 16 in his career. Koscheck 14, and now Dong-Hyun Kim with his 13.